It's work, yo. Yeah. It's work. Even like applying for castings every day, keeping up with social media, going to shoots, being ready for shoots, preparing your looks. Like if you're really doing the job, you know how hard it is. Like going to castings, sitting there for hours. Like when I used to go to castings, I would sit there for hours just to be seen for 5 minutes.
All right, bro. I'm dyeing my hair lavender, bro. It's official. I'm dyeing my hair lavender. That's the next color. That's the move right now. Lavender.
I like lavender.
Lavender? That's the move.
Right ahead.
Lavender, pink. Oh, a mix of lavender and pink. You look like cotton candy.
That would be dope, honestly. I seen more people started to do pink, so I'm like, I don't know. I kind of don't want to do exactly the same thing. Like the blonde's getting old. It's been getting old, I guess, too.
Yeah, outside the box.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do something different, you know. But
all right then.
But welcome to the Creative Hills podcast, everybody, where we have conversations with creatives on their journey uphill. But welcome today. We have someone cool on here. Someone someone we've been seeing like on and off throughout. It's been a few years now. But without further ado, I want to introduce model extraordinaire, the curly-headed.
I wish I had my curls.
Curly-headed goddess. Oh shit! Damn, they can't even see it. Oh,
I know
damn.
it's not.
Yeah, but welcome, Samantha Vitone.
Thank you. Hi, hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. But how's your day?
It's good. It's been good. I've just been chilling.
It's getting good. What makes you decide whether or not to have the curls or no curls?
It depends on if I've been wearing it curly or not. Like, if I've been wearing it curly for a little while, I get tired of like doing it. So like today, I just wasn't in the mood.
Is it a lot of maintenance?
It's a lot of maintenance. Like to comb it is a fucking lot.
Does it actually like
Can
get
I
like?
cuss?
Yeah. Go ahead and say what
I was like, wait, I don't know.
You got like two more.
You got two more.
I don't know.
And then we ending this whole thing.
And then
We're shutting it down.
We're shutting it down.
Nah, yeah, but does it actually get like lopsided? Like I don't know.
It gets misshapen. It gets a whole bunch of stuff. Like sometimes I hate doing my curly hair because if I'm gonna lay back down during the day, like I can't lay because like one side will get super flat. Yeah. And the other side will be like not flat. So
and it doesn't just go back.
I can understand it.
It doesn't shape itself.
No.
Right?
I mean, kind of. Like it's just curls. I don't know. My hair's just super thick and it just like naturally froze up. So I don't know.
I feel that.
I can understand that.
This man never had his hair even long. Like
but sometimes
I've been telling him to grow out a fro.
It'd be a lot.
Hey, Tony,
you got that 4C hair.
So 4C hair. There you go. There you go.
That's that curly.
Also, but yeah, beside me, I have my co-host right here, the one and only Tony K. I'm Anthony Brandon. I almost forgot to say our names for those of everybody that's not watching. Woo! But I want to go back to like I'm not exactly sure, to be quite honest, the exact like first moment I ever met you, but the first memory or the memory that sticks out to you. I remember going to your actual the Vitone experience, which was I saw a timestamp on it earlier. It was like 2017.
Yeah, it was 2017.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a while ago. And even then, like I remember seeing you like way before that. So it's like crazy to be 2020 now. And it's like, damn.
I know, it's been a long time. Like I was just thinking of that too. Like people keep bringing up like the Vitone experience, like from like back December 2000. Tony Kamera was in that book. It's legendary, yo.
Legendary.
Someone brought that to my last workshop and had me like sign it. Dante,
really?
Shout out to Dante.
Oh,
he had me sign it. I was like, yo, like flipping through the pages. Yeah. But yeah, that was like the first time a lot of people saw me. I feel like.
Yeah. What inspired that book? Anyways, like just one day you were like, all right, I'm gonna make a book full of photo shoots with like these amazing creatives in the city, or what was your goal, or what did you have in mind for that?
I mean, really, like someone suggested to me, a friend of mine suggested to me to do like a calendar kind of project.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool, but like, how can I make it more me? So I kind of I'd still stuck with the calendar basis. So if you like follow the book, it does go with each month, but it's not like noticeable, right? What month did we do? We did February, I want to say. Yeah, because it was like red, like wig, like super glamorous.
Was it actually shot in those months, or was it shot like randomly?
No, I literally shot.
I think we shot ours in
like October.
Okay.
He said, okay.
Like
Because I was
somewhere
going to
around
say
there.
August, but I guess.
Yeah, maybe August. Something
No, I
around
think it was
there.
October. No?
Because I started planning like 5 months ahead of December from when I was gonna release it.
So total, it took about 5 months to do, and every shoot was done intentionally for that. After the idea was already inspired.
Yeah, like I would sit down with the photographers or text them or have a group chat with whoever was involved.
John was also in it, right? Correct or no?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yes. He did. I don't remember what month he did too. April maybe.
I have no clue.
It's such a long time ago, yo.
Yeah, it's
I don't even remember my month.
Yeah, February.
February.
Yeah, but no, there were some amazing people. Like
This
it was
month.
a good. I think it was a good like way to mark my
it was a good
journey
I
or
think
like
it-
how to.
What was your experience on the whole experience? Because for me, like seeing something like that, like firsthand, I thought it was like beautiful, especially to like I can't imagine what you felt during that time, like to see like a good amount of people come out.
I was
like,
overwhelmed.
Like the store was full. The store was
Genuinely
full.
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
No,
it was
the
good.
store was full and there was people on the sidewalk.
exactly,
Like,
yeah.
for real. Like I was overwhelmed because I knew that I was networking a lot and I
Yeah.
knew that I had like a lot of people who were like, you know, supporting me. But like it, like when you see it in real life, it was kind of crazy. Like,
Yeah, it
I don't
was
know.
dope.
I just never imagined.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
dope for sure.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I just knew that I was onto something and I just, you know.
That's dope. Speaking of networking, I know you just started the net. I have it here.
Speed networking.
Speed networking.
yeah. Quick Connect Speed Networking event. It's with my friend Deja. She owns a couple of graphic design things. We just kind of paired up and did this cool little event. It's at Classic Jewel and we host it monthly. And it's kind of like off the basis of speed dating.
Okay.
So like kind of how speed dating works,
Yeah.
but networking. So you're saying your elevator pitch, like you're telling them who you are, what goals you have, and how you guys can help each other.
Yeah.
So it's like effectively networking.
What's the
amongst
time frame?
people.
What's the time frame that everybody
You
does?
have 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
So
Oh,
one person,
so-
1
oh,
minute per
2
person.
minutes.
Yeah, it's really quick
Oh.
because you don't. I mean,
Yeah.
especially like you just want to touch base with everyone, and then we
Yeah.
give everyone open networking time at the end, so
Okay.
that way whoever you were interested in or whoever sparked interest in like who you want to reach out
okay.
to, then you can go back to them and touch base and.
So
hang out.
around how long are these events lasting for?
They're about 3 hours. So
3
the
hours?
next event's gonna be like start at 7. So
Okay.
we start the speed networking rounds at 7, and then people hang out for a while. Like last time we went overtime, so it kind of just depends. Yeah, but the speed networking portion itself is like 40 minutes.
That's
It's not
dope.
that
Have you ever actually tried speed dating? Actual speed dating?
No, I couldn't imagine speed dating.
I wonder what that's like.
Yeah,
Like,
I've tried it once.
You did?
Did you
Like
actually?
actual speed dating?
Yeah, it's not that interesting.
wait, did you really? Are you not
Yeah.
even joking?
I just
No
feel.
joke.
What made you want to go? Like you're just like you were bored, you were lonely one day. You were just like, oh,
Yeah, I'm like, let me hit downtown at one time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm lying.
this guy.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh no, bro! I know.
I
I
know,
started
he
seeing
was
some
like-
tears.
I
started
know, he
seeing
was
some
like,
tears.
man.
Yeah, you know.
I feel like
I fell
some
in love
bad,
with someone.
Some bad memories.
She broke my heart.
That's what it seemed like,
Basically.
honestly, bro. But within your whole
I should
journey,
win an Oscar.
you should win an Oscar. Give it to Tony next year, 2020. That's all you, bro. But what inspired you to model in general? Like, I think like overall, like, what inspired that? Like,
I was really insecure and low in confidence and chubby growing up with really bad acne and thick rimmed glasses and braces, and I was just awkwardly taller than all the guys in school.
you always saw?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was like short. I was like average. I was always like third or second tallest, maybe. You know, so I was kind of always but then like when I came back from summer in like 6th to 7th grade, I grew like 4 inches. So I was like 5'7" in 7th grade, and I was way taller than everyone. So that's when it really like I noticed. I was like, oh shit, I'm finna be tall.
I'm finna be
I'm finna be tall as shit. But yeah, I was just really fucking I didn't love myself. So I don't know. I saw girls and, you know, in Fashion Week, I saw girls on America's Next Top Model. I saw girls like in magazines.
Jet
and
magazine.
I just,
Jet
Jet Set
magazine.
magazine. Just like, you know, like loving themselves and looking like they were confident, you know?
Yeah.
So I wanted to put myself in that position to make myself become confident. And I lost weight and stuff. So I kind of felt
I'm guessing
motivated.
that's been a big journey, right? A big
Yeah, it's been crazy.
journey. I think overall it must have been like more mentally than actual physical, right? Like
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Uh-huh.
I went from like over 200 pounds to like
Really?
135.
Oh, shit.
So I went from like being big. So there was like a real big part where body dysmorphia came in. Like I didn't know whether I was still big or not.
That's crazy because we just saw like we were looking like through your old feed and we saw like a throwback of like one of the pictures with you having glasses and stuff.
But I've seen that on Twitter.
But you don't look that big. You don't look like over 200 pounds in that one.
Well, I'm also 6 foot, so I mean, you know, when you put two and two together, of course, I'm stretched out. So I the weight hides itself in places, but it still wasn't. I wasn't confident. I didn't feel confident in myself and the way my body looked. So yeah.
Was it just like 6 even, like 6 foot even?
Well, now I'm 6 foot even. Back then I was probably like 5'10".
I feel it. Yeah, like for me personally, like I realize the more confident I become, the more confident I become, and like the more I believe I'm beautiful, the more I realize other people start to believe it too.
Beautiful.
100%. People are attracted to that. 100%. And that's like one thing like I'm even teaching with like what I'm doing now. Like this isn't just for models. It's about being a confident person. Because like if you are confident in anything that you're doing, like you're gonna do it the best that you can. You know, like and it's gonna show. Like people like. I don't know. I'm not even attracted to people because of like their outer looks. Like I'm so attracted to people by what they embody, or like, you know, when I see somebody who's like genuinely happy or genuinely has like unconditional love, like I'm so like attracted to that. Like not even in a sexual way. Like I'm attracted to that. Like I want that in my life. I want friends like that. Like,
It stands out. That's big. Like also another big thing that I'm currently like experiencing throughout the journey is that like the more confidence I get, the more crazier things start to happen. The more people come into my life, the more like girls start hitting me up, and like the more I guess but on some real shit. Like if I'm being completely honest, like I feel like a few years ago, like I was like, I guess if we had to judge off like society looks, you know, like I would say like if I'm being honest, like I was fucking with like 3s, 4s, 5, whatever. And then and I feel like in the last year, like I'm at 6s, getting 7s, and hey, by in no time I'll be at 10s, you know. So it's just like it's a steady progress. But for me, along the journey, is like sometimes it fucks with my head because sometimes like there'll be, I guess, what I'll consider like a 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And I'll genuinely be like, what do they want from me? And I'll like the old me, like the old, like as confident as I get,
I feel
like the old me gets inside of me, and I'm just like, wait, why are they talking to me if they've never talked to me before?
Yeah.
Now they talk to me now. I'm like, wait, is this actually happening? Sometimes I don't believe it, even though it's just genuine. Like it's just
but I mean,
I'm a different person.
The thing you have to realize is like confidence and happy. Like people who don't have that, like they want that. Yeah. They want to surround themselves with that. So like when you have that, it's not about like looks at that point. It's just like I want to be with that. Yeah. So I mean, that's why you have to believe it. Like if you feel like there's a genuine shift in who you are and you've seen that, like that's why people are surrounding themselves with you, because they want a piece of that. They want to be happy too, and like they're inspired by somebody who is happy or confident, you know?
I want that Anthony experience.
The Anthony experience.
The Anthony experience.
Nah, yeah, definitely. But so I want to go back to like I guess the whole start of like modeling, because honestly, I'd consider you like one of the, I guess, OGs. Like I'd consider
the pioneers. Okay,
I'd consider you one of the OGs of like the Vegas. What would you call it? The Vegas scene, I guess, the Vegas photography scene. Like I'd consider you an OG since Instagram's been around in that area. Like you're one of the first ones that started it and that are still here, still around. Because a lot of people have come and gone. Like a lot of people don't even like.
It's so funny because I literally talk about it all the time. Like, so anybody who works with me, I'm always like, people are so tired of me because like I've been around for so long. I'm like, yo, they're tired of me. Like they don't want to see my face no more. Like they're like, all the photographers have used me. They're like, who's
not me. I can speak for them. Not me though.
Everyone. But I've been here for a while. It's been about like 5 years now.
Yeah, like 5 years. Like you were one of the first ones that
I started young though, because I was underage when I started for a really long time.
Wait, how old are you now?
I'm 22.
22.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
97 baby.
Yeah.
97 baby. Okay, I see you. But I guess since you started underage, like I want to get like a little bit more serious and like get on some real shit. Like I know how especially like talking to a lot of models and shit, like especially back in the day, like early on when you were 17 and underage, like was it like on some real shit, was it ever scary for you like working with photographers?
You know what? Like, I try to voice now more for like younger girls about that, like just being more aware about it. But to be honest, I wasn't. Like, I don't know. I'm 6 foot, so honestly, I'm gonna walk in a room and most likely I'm taller than you, and I'm not intimidated, and like I just don't. But then I also feel like that naiveness could have gotten me in trouble, you know. So I did go to a lot of shoots by myself. I did shoot with people I didn't know by myself and stuff like that. Like, I should have been more aware, but luckily, like, thank God that I didn't ever have like a weird. I mean, I've had some weird run-ins, but
like that's what I'm saying. Like for you being in 5 years and not have a weird experience, I feel like that.
I've had some, but I'm very lucky because I've heard of way worse. You know, but I also feel like it's also in who you are. I'm assertive. So like if I'm not comfortable or if I'm not doing something or if I'm not with it, you're going to know, you know? So like, and a lot of these girls, I've seen it. Like I've seen a lot of girls, they can't speak up. They feel afraid to speak up. So that's really what it is like,
That's some real shit. Like I kind of want to spread more awareness of that too. I think there definitely should be more of that. And also because like, say for a new beginner, like right now, I guess the more time goes by, the more it's known and more stuff like that's out. But in, like 5 years ago, at that point in time, everyone's new at this shit. No one knows what's supposed to happen, what's not supposed to happen. No one knows any of that. And it's just like, it's crazy. Like what?
Well, I mean, even in this scene now where like it's creatives, like it's not professionals necessarily always doing it. Like if you're just meeting up with someone because they want to shoot you, like you put yourself in a scary position.
And anybody
always.
can have a camera now.
Yeah, everybody has a camera. Like if you're really like, you know, like anybody can post, anybody can build a following. Like this is just so open to, there's no regulation or no background checks. Like how are we going to know if you're a sexual pretter or something?
You ever have somebody pull up on you with the iPhone and they're like, all right, let's shoot.
Start shooting?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I would be dead. Maybe, I don't know. No, there's never once. I'd be like, wait, unless they're paying me.
11, they do got some great ass quality though.
Listen, unless
quality getting up there.
I don't know, but I've never. I have never.
You know,
imagine they're like, let's shoot. You meet up with them. They're like, all right.
I'd have to. I mean, if I saw their portfolio already and I made the decision to shoot with them, I'm guessing their iPhone work is great.
Yeah, but not yet. Like I'm pretty sure like the quality of people you work with is on way different compared to the beginning. I feel like at first you kind of work with anybody that's
everybody,
any and everybody. You kind of have to, I guess.
But that was more so like I had strategy with that. Like I was doing that to get my name out. Simply, like
you were everywhere.
I was everywhere. Like I just wanted to be everywhere. Like. And that was a big strategy with the book as well, like getting as many people on it as I can, so that way like I get as much exposure as I can.
I feel that.
So that's like really just, you know, the name of the game is just.
How many books did you print in general, in total?
I can't even remember. I want to say 30.
30?
Yeah, 30, and we sold out.
Yeah, I mean there was way more than 30 people there, so yeah.
No, it was nice. It was nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can we look forward to another book anytime soon?
I'm thinking about it. So after they brought it up, I was like, I want to do something soon.
Volume 2.
Volume 2. Or would you change the name of it?
I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it. I don't know. We'll see what I do.
The Vitone Experience.
I'm terrible with names, so.
That was a dope ass name.
I didn't come up with that name.
No, the Vitone Experience.
I didn't come up with it, so that's why. That's why it was a good name.
Gotta keep it the same.
Gotta keep it the same.
I feel like
Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2. Don't ever change. Don't ever switch it up. Stay the same.
You're right.
Stay small. Don't ever change it.
You're right.
Nah, but I guess what are like some of the standout photo shoots that you've had throughout the journey? Like, are there any like that stand out in your head? Like, because I think a lot of times, especially like from remembering my own things, I remember when I was still learning, like a lot of them were just, I would pull up with the camera and be like, all right, just start moving, just start moving. And but I guess like when you really mess with people that are fucking really doing this shit or really, I guess, have a vision for it, they're like, oh, they actually give you good direction, or they have a whole plan, or they do some crazy ass shit. You know?
I've had some crazy ass shoots. Like even now, just looking back on my career, like now, like just 3 years ago and shit. Like the one with John, Bruno. Mm-hmm. It was like at the very beginning of my career. I just chopped all my hair off, so it's short hair, Sam. It's like short hair Sam, and we have a horse, and I'm like riding the horse and like.
Had you ridden on a horse before that?
Yes, I love horseback riding.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah, that one was a real good shoot, like memorable because it was one of my first, and it was so organized. Like we had stylists on deck, we had a horse. Like
was it like in the desert? I mean,
yeah, it was like in the middle of the street, like in the
middle
desert.
of the street.
I think I've seen that.
We like took the horse in the middle of the street and we were like riding in the street.
Okay.
It was lit. What other shoots? Most recently, like when I went to New York, all those shoots out there were just like stupid. Like New York is on a different type of speed.
Fashion out there.
It's stupid.
Crazy. Coat season.
I love coats now. I hate winter though, so I don't care for it.
Really?
I hate the winter.
You're a summer girl.
I'm from here, so like I don't even know how to deal with the cold. Like I don't even know how to deal with it.
Damn. I feel it. Done with that chocolate bar over there?
No, it's not done yet. I'm trying to take my time.
Take your time.
It's almost done though.
All right, welcome back to the ASMR.
Welcome.
ASMR.
Whisper.
Would you ever start an ASMR channel?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
Maybe not ASMR. I don't know how I feel about the whispering and
Wait,
talking.
have you fucked with YouTube? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I tried. Like growing up, I was so into YouTube. Like when I was like awkward in high school and like middle school.
You make cringy videos?
Huh?
You make cringy videos?
Yeah, I had cringy ass videos. Those are taken down now, so don't go look for them. But yeah, I want to get into YouTube. I wish I could. Like, I wish I just can't edit videos and stuff. Because I do think that I would make like good YouTube content. Like I have so many good ideas. And I was on that mukbang train way before this shit blew up. So I was like thinking a while ago. My friends used to make fun of me because they were like, what the fuck are you watching, bro? And I just watched people eat and shit.
Like before they were called mukbangs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. They were always called mukbangs.
Okay.
It's just they weren't popular. Like nobody was really doing them.
I feel what you're doing.
So like I was like, maybe I should start mukbangs.
Yeah.
But I never did it.
We thought about doing that at one point. Like we thought about doing
just
that.
eating.
Yeah, just eating, having a bunch of fun people over and just fucking doing that.
We're still gonna do it.
Yeah, we're still gonna do it. Just at the time, we were just thinking
Invite
about
me over for that too, because I like to eat.
Yeah.
And just like thinking about being consistent and like Also, another big thing for me was like eating. Technically, it's eating fast food all the time. Honestly, I don't really eat fast food
You get
like that.
Sushi, seafood boils, popular mukbang.
Oh, this guy's the pickiest eater you'll ever meet.
Nah, I'm not a picky
eater you'll ever meet. He doesn't eat fish. He doesn't eat tuna. He doesn't eat.
Nah, I eat tuna and sardines.
He's basically a vegetarian, but he's not.
My boyfriend doesn't eat any seafood, so I understand. It's terrible.
He doesn't eat pork. He doesn't eat red meat.
Okay. Ooh, I'm giving all that up.
Ooh, you about to go vegan?
No. I like meat. But seafood and just like chicken, probably. I'm going to try.
It's good.
For Lent.
For Lent. Oh, that's what you're giving up for what is it, 40 days, 30 days?
I don't know how many days it is. I'm honestly just doing it so I can discipline myself. But
hey, there you go.
Is it like a whole month?
Yeah, it's a long time. It's like the 26th to the 9th. I had to look it up because I was like, that's a long time of not eating burgers. I love it.
How strict are you with your diet?
Not strict at all. I'm like not strict at all.
Same.
That's why I've gained some weight over the past couple of years.
But you work out a lot?
No. My metabolism, I think, is just really fast though. Because honestly, I eat way too much.
So then what do you think made the difference from like back then when you said you were like overweight to like now? What do you think made the difference? Or what changed? Like
I don't freaking know. I definitely was like gorging back then. Like I was eating way too much. Eating way too much food. And like way too much unhealthy processed food. So I don't do that so much. I mean, I do still eat fast food, but like, I don't know. It just wasn't the same as like Hot Pockets every day. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or not necessarily Hot Pockets every day, but you know what I'm saying?
That was your shit.
Like a snack, like a Hot Pocket for a snack.
Right there?
I mean, I don't.
Hot Pocket.
No, there's a lot of fat girl snacks I had back then. Like sometimes I'll remember, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna hook this up because I used to be a fat girl. Like that's my like inside joke. Like I'd be hooking up good shit because I used to be fat.
What are your guilty pleasures now?
I'm done. Double cheeseburgers.
From where?
Chocolate.
Just the past couple of days has been in and out, so I'm stressed over it. And seafood boil.
Where's that? Where's
Hot.
that?
You can go to
boil.
like Hot and Juicy.
Oh,
or
Hot
like,
and Juicy. Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, that's what it's called though. Seafood boil.
Okay.
I go to Hot and Juicy or Urban Necessities, Urban Crawfish.
Urban
Necessities.
Necessities.
I was like, where am I going shopping?
Yeah, okay. You're getting some.
I'm eating some
seafood
there.
Seafood. Hey.
At a shoe place? Okay.
No. Urban Crawfish. Urban Crawfish.
Okay, I dig it, but
It's bomb.
what does your day to day look like right now at the moment?
It looks like I don't have a job, so I'm a full-time entrepreneur, and I sit at home.
I sit at home just chilling.
I wake up, I make up my bed.
Do you do your bed? Do you do your bed before you wake up? I mean, before you leave the house, do you always do your bed or not?
I try to make it up as soon as I wake up because I just feel like it sets my day. Like I really try to make it.
What is your
day.
morning ritual?
Do that, walk around, stretch. I try to stretch every morning.
Yoga or no yoga?
Not like yoga, but I do yoga forms. Like I do the downward dog and the child's pose and all that shit.
Okay.
But like I just stretch as much as I can and then take some deep breaths and get working on friggin' whatever I got to get working on. Now I've just been full time doing like brand ambassador stuff and modeling and my workshops and all that stuff. I've been doing everything full time now, so I literally just sit at home like on my computer working for like.
Hey, new day and age. It's called one of the things I remember seeing a while back. I guess on the topic of modeling. I think this was last year. Like I saw you post that AT&T had posted you on like one of their ads, right?
Yes. AT&T bought out my photos, and I got billboards all over New York City.
How'd that make you feel?
It was especially because I was in such a low point with my career. Like I just was not motivated, and I didn't know what I was doing. And I got a full-time job, so that way I could like make my ends meet. And I had no time to model anymore. And I was just like really down in the dumps about everything.
Yeah.
And I woke up one morning, and I fucking saw my face was on the side of like a like.
Was it expected or was it completely random?
No, it was completely random. Completely random. I had no clue.
Dope.
Like I had no clue at all. And then the photographer messaged me, told me what happened, and then paid me for the photos and stuff, which was cool too. Because I actually got paid for it. I was like, oh, cool. Not only do I have billboards in New York, but I got paid for it.
Hey, there you go.
That's what's up.
No,
You just never know what can happen. You know, you do one
100%.
thing.
That was a shoot. I went to New York one time.
Yeah.
That was a shoot with didn't expect it to do anything. We just shot because we shot.
Yeah.
And then that's what ended up happening. Like I was in Soho, I was in Harlem.
Sometimes the best things come unexpected. Like sometimes the best things comes when you have no expectations for something.
100%.
You're just enjoying yourself or just doing it,
100%.
not knowing the outcome, and the best things just
100%.
lie and come right to you. What's it called? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go with all this? Where are you headed in life? Like I don't know. Like
I don't know either.
I know it's very broad, but it's just like, do you have like certain goals that you wanna hit?
I feel like my goals are getting bigger and bigger each day.
Goals for the year.
Like for the year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we're keeping it small, like to the year?
Well, I
Or
mean,
thought you were,
goals
like, in
overall.
life. I was like about to get deep. I was
this
like, wait a
year,
minute.
life, like
I mean, this
Everything.
year is just expanding Vitone talent. It's doing this. It's being an entrepreneur. It's
you started that last year, right?
I launched it in August last
And so
year.
overall, what are the things that it's doing right now?
I have workshops, so model development workshops that provide models with like photos, information, resources, networking opportunities, stuff like that for, just information on modeling, live coaching, etc. And I've been booking girls. I'm trying to book girls more because a lot of companies have started reaching out, trying to book people through me.
Really good.
I'm a little nervous because I want to have contracts and I want to have like legal stuff before I start doing that. So I've been hesitant on doing all that.
You want to make sure everything's good.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm good. Like before I start doing that and make sure that I'm not doing, you just never can be too safe, right? And I just want to make sure I do things right before I do things at all.
the right way.
You feel me? So. That's what I've been doing for now. Just mostly the workshops is what Vitone Talent is. We're working on a lot of big things this year. So if all goes well,
is that where you're putting most of your time into right now?
Vitone talent?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. I mean, besides trying to make money to like pay rent.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. At the
like,
end of the day,
Same.
at the end of the day, we all got bills to pay. We all got shit we gotta take
Same.
care of.
But
you know?
no, like Vitone talent's actually helping me pay rent too. So
Okay,
like
that's
at
good.
this point, like if you can find something, that's what I'm saying. Like even like we were talking earlier about the whole sex worker thing and stuff. Like sometimes I get like
What was this? I missed this
discouraged.
part.
Oh, this is off camera. This is
Okay.
we get discouraged. We wasn't talking about it on camera, but I'm talking about like just get discouraged because people feel like that's the only way that they can make money or whatever. Or maybe not necessarily, but it's the easiest way to make money, or it's the most high paying way for a woman to make money, right? And fast.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why? Like I just want to find a way to make money without having to sell my
Lose
body
morals.
necessarily. I mean, to each his own, and I respect whoever for doing whatever. And
Different stroke for different folks.
yeah, 100%. Like 100%. I just also just like I want to see women doing more things that are not like necessarily just being sexual. Like
Honestly,
why are we always such sexual like beings? Like I
think-
understand own it, but
I think the crazy part is that like it makes you expect everything like right off the bat. I guess like you scroll through your timeline, you already see what somebody, not necessarily what they're like, but if you see their body from like day one, it's like what do you expect from there on? I don't know.
well, what else do you have to offer?
Exactly.
Like
And it's just
I was even thinking about that in the simplest form, just like when you're posting like bikini pics all the time or something, right? Like and then you don't feel like you are adequate enough because you don't get that many likes on a photo where you're covered up. Like that all is like mentally challenging. Yeah. Even when you don't notice though, like you're subconscious, like you're gonna think like, oh, this is the way people are gonna like me by being naked. And that's not necessarily the for the first like 2-3 years of my career, I didn't even take bikini photos. The first 2-3 years of my career, like I think with you was one of the first times that I did like something where I was like naked. And I think I told you that because I was like, oh, I'm a little nervous. Like I never do anything where my body is showing. Because I literally didn't. Like I just wasn't about that. So I'm like, you can get somewhere without showing your body. That's like a proven point. Like you can, if you have something to offer, you can do it without showing your body. But it's a matter of fact if you have something to offer or not,
And
right?
if you're gonna show your body, get an OnlyFans and go make that bread. Go make that.
No,
bread.
get an agency.
Don't
get
it
an
out for free.
OnlyFans, yo. Get an agency. The dark webs out there and shit. Like, get an agency. I'm sure there's people out there who will help you and manage you and make sure that you are legally.
Like if you're gonna do that for free, you might as well get the bag.
Well, I mean, OnlyFans is just sketch now. I feel like, it's kind of like the internet. People can find out where you, like, it's connected to your Twitter and stuff. The people can find out where you live.
They can find out everything about you.
Yeah.
And then they just pull up at your door one random day.
Damn,
isn't that scary?
Still
like,
trying to sell them pics.
Once you get to like a certain level, imagine like once you get to like a certain amount of followers, you're bound to have some creeps along the way, and it's just like
100%, yo, 100%. And you know what? I was working at a dispensary for a while, and everyone knew where I was working. Like, and I just didn't think too much of it until someone like pulled up at my job, like specifically to like find me.
To holler at you?
Yeah, not to holler at me. They said it was professional, but like it was just creepy. Like it was creepy. And like in that moment I was like, yo, to like see me. And he tried to play it off like he didn't know, but I knew that he was there through like finding me on social media. And I was just like, ooh, like that was my first time I realized like, ooh, this social media shit ain't a game because everyone knows where I work. Like I was really nervous. Like
that's true.
They could just show up whenever, or I'm walking to my car one day, like they don't even have to come inside. They could just.
It's scary.
It's scary.
How many people be sliding in the DMs a day?
Not a lot. People know I have a boyfriend now. Like I post him.
So that stop people from sliding in?
No, honestly, it's
they
funny.
They be like,
Yeah, like I think honestly, people have been pretty respectful. There are some weirdos who will just like, hey, what up in my thing, but I don't even pay it attention. I'm just like, what are you even talking about?
I feel it.
Yeah, so not a lot of people in my DMs anymore. I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. I'm happy.
Yeah. Actually, I stopped posting photos of him for a little while. I noticed he wasn't on my grid for a while. And like, I felt like guys were like thinking maybe I was single. Yeah. Because I started all of a sudden getting a lot of comments from dudes. And I was like, oh, y'all being disrespectful. Started posting my boyfriend again. And like, it went down again.
Do you delete the bad comments?
No. I haven't gotten anything crazy.
Weird comments?
I delete like spam, like DM us because we want to, like, you know.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
get out of here, or like, we're trading today, like.
Oh,
I don't know, like, you know.
You got
random
any of those
comments.
like Illuminati like DMs?
No.
Some weird ass.
My boyfriend was just talking about that the other day, though. He was like, "Yeah, I got some of those." I was like,
This is the weirdest.
"They know not to fuck with me."
They know not to fuck with me.
I'd be like, "Don't come up in my DMs talking about no Illuminati. I'll make my money the honest way."
What scares you right now in the industry that you're in? What scares you?
I don't know. The oversaturation. The oversaturation. The it is easy mentality. But
there's a lot of shit that goes into modeling at the end of the day. Like, it's all practice, and like, because I've seen the difference between being there on hand, like knowing when a model actually knows what they're doing, and when you could tell, like, oh, they just showed up because they have a pretty face.
It's work, yo.
Yeah.
It's work. Even like applying for castings every day, keeping up with social media, going to shoots, being ready for shoots, preparing your looks. Like, if you're really doing the job, you know how hard it is. Like, going to castings, sitting there for hours. Like, when I used to go to castings, I would sit there for hours just to be seen for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, a lot of these girls out here, like, now, like, it's Instagram modeling. They go out with a photographer or somebody who has a camera, right?
Yeah.
Go out with somebody who has a camera, post photos on Instagram real quick. It's not that, though. Like, if you're really trying to get like campaigns or billboards or all of this stuff, like while I was in New York, I was going on test shoots. Like, I was at an agency. I was talking to people. Like, I was going on meetings. Like, it wasn't let's meet up. You want to take photos of me? Like, no, like it's real shit. Like, sitting there being picked at and prattled at, like what people telling you like what's wrong with you or what's not wrong with you, and you can't even take it personally. Like, you can't. Like, I've learned that over time. You really just can't take that shit personally. They're not looking at you. They're looking at for what they want.
How often right now do you have smaller brands in you, I guess, like follower wise, reach out to you and say, we can help you gain exposure?
Like, all the time. Like, a lot of the time. I mean, that's just like it's part of the oversaturation. Everyone thinks like
everyone thinks
exposure is payment. I mean, in a certain degree it is, though, I guess, if it brings you value.
Yeah, I think if it brings value and if it could benefit for both parties. But like, I remember in my photography days, like, there'd be so many people where like they don't even have like good pictures at all, and they'll like reach out to me and be like, hey, like let's collab or let's do this, and they'll be like, this could be great exposure for you, and then I look at their page and they have like selfies, and I'm like, what kind of exposure are we talking about?
I don't know. Like, even now, but this is the thing nowadays too. Like, I've had this conversation with so many creatives now. Like, I've just been trying to talk more with them and have more open conversations like this. Yeah. But like, there's no standards anymore. You know, like, everyone can do it, and like, there's no difference between professionals. Yeah, at the end of the day, someone used a good term the other day, Jay. He said hobbyists. You know, like, people who are just doing this as a hobby compared to people who are professionally doing this. And I think that's really what like throws it, like, you know, like the whole exposure thing, and like.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I think the lines are blurred in this, like, these creative spaces or careers. Like, the lines are blurred. Anybody can be anything. Anybody can do anything. It's just however you perceive yourself, I guess. At the end of the day, it's like people aren't taking it seriously, and they're making. But
what makes you like? What makes you actually doing it though? Like, you know, like, what's the difference between someone who's doing it and not doing it? Like, I guess it's standard. That's what I say. Like, quality of work and professionality. I don't know. It's interesting though.
I feel it. As of now, like, what inspires you, I guess? What inspires you to keep going or keep pursuing what you're pursuing? Like, what makes you wake up and be happy out of bed? Like, what makes you happy to get out of bed?
I don't know. Lately, more so knowing that, you know, this day might be my last.
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate. Seafood boil. Know that this day might be my last. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to stop living so much in the future. I want to say like my future family, my success, my what Vitone talent may be one day. But like, I don't know. None of that may happen. Something else may happen. I don't know what will happen. And I just want to have like a good day today. So that's kind of what's been motivating me. Like, if I have a good day today, then I'm living my best life that I can, you know?
At the end, and as much as we care for the future, like, if that shit doesn't exist, like this moment exists
Well,
right now.
technically it doesn't exist. Future doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
exactly.
Past doesn't exist.
Just
Only
right now.
that exists
Right
now.
Okay, Socrates.
Philosopher.
It doesn't. It
Philosopher
doesn't exist.
Sam over
though.
here.
I'm just trying to embrace life as much as I can and really tune in because I feel like with social media now, like we've really lost touch of reality. Like we've really lost touch of this shit. Like, and it really made me realize when Kobe died, like people are just like so tuned in on social media, but not really like sitting there tweeting. Oh, like we need to value life.
Yeah.
But as you're plugged into your screen, right?
Yeah.
Like not even going around hugging your family, hugging your friends, or realizing or taking in like the message that this is bringing. Like really just sitting there like, oh, well, if you don't tweet about Kobe, like you don't have any way to connect with people. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like grief isn't meant to be dealt with on social media. I mean, I understand like you can be vulnerable on social media, but I ain't finna sit up here and cry on Instagram to show you I'm sad about Kobe. You feel me? Like, so I just, people are so disconnected from reality, so disconnected from what shit really means. Like, so I'm just really trying to connect myself to reality, and reality is now. Like even just like taking the moment to realize where we are. Like look at the lights, look at you know what I'm saying. I really stop myself, take a couple breaths, and like try to appreciate what's around me because you never know.
Yeah.
Real
You just
shit.
gotta appreciate your blessings and really take like you said, take the time. And I think as a photographer and probably a model too, I feel like right now, like in our space, I see the dilemma of when do we enjoy the moment and when do we take the picture?
Yeah.
Because sometimes taking the picture ruins the moment.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that with social media, like social media is its own job, right? So I'm always like trying to get content and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of in between like, should I stop right now and try to get content? Or should I just, I even thought about that now. I was like, should I go on live and try to put this on live?
Yeah,
or
and it's like,
should I just talk right now and like be here?
Shit,
I don't need to prove to anybody else.
I know I got my Instagram.
No, you said I got my selfie with a good light.
Honestly,
I'm gonna get one more.
That's some real ass shit. Like I guess, do people really need to know what I'm doing right now? That's another big thing because I'll find myself like at a concert or an event, something, and I'm just like, do people really need to know I'm doing this right now? Like something I'm eating, something I'm doing. I don't know. It's
for self-validation though, right?
Exactly, self-validation. And I think that's one of the big differences in my life in the last like 6 months. I haven't really, as much as I used to be on social media before, like Instagram and stuff, like I really haven't been on it too much. If anything, like I'll shout people out when I'm like with them to show support at events.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I try to not really post things that don't need to be told, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say all the time. Like, I don't feel like people really know what's going on. Like, I mean, that's with everyone though. We don't really know what's going on in anybody's lives. Yeah. But like as much as people like to think that they know what's going on, right? Like you don't really know what's going on.
What's life? What's the meaning of life, Samantha?
Sometimes it's just go ahead.
So go ahead.
You go.
No, I was saying like sometimes about like the whole posting shit. Sometimes it's like post without posting too much. I don't know if it makes sense,
Yeah.
Like just like
don't oversaturate the timeline.
Yeah.
Post with meaning.
Or even
with
like
purpose.
With
or even
purpose,
like IG story.
That's another big thing for me.
Oh, your IG story.
Just give them just a little without
giving too much.
Them what
20
it
minute
actually
stories,
is,
20 minute stories.
Yeah, that's what I give them. I give them highlights. That's it.
Nah, if I see too many little dots, I'm
if people have to start going
swipe.
Yeah. The only time you'll see dots
honestly,
is when I'm doing like the little question thing.
I don't even know how effective like Instagram is anymore though, because like when I really think about it, like when I log on my Instagram, I look at like the first 2 posts.
Yeah, honestly,
I like them.
Me too.
Get the fuck
out.
Go to Instagram, go through the first like 5 people, swipe, go, and then out.
You're right.
Like,
yeah, I'm
not even really looking at people no more. So I don't know.
I don't be reading captions anymore. I'll be honest. That's why I don't That's why I don't post cap. I don't do captions. I post emojis. Blah blah blah. That's it.
You be pouring your heart out and shit on your caption, and then all of a sudden
yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on what it is. I guess
if I'm trying to find out more, but if it's telling the story, then I don't really need to. Yeah, you're right. I don't really be reading captions either, unless I need to read it.
Yeah. Sometimes I catch myself not paying attention to the caption. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't read the caption. Okay.
That's not necessary.
But I mean, it is what it is, man. No, it's just it's social media. There's too much going on.
Would you ever go vegan?
I was vegetarian for like 6 months and then I got sick.
Really? Did you really?
Yeah, I just was young and I wasn't paying attention to my intake. Like I was just not like being smart about my nutritional intake. So I like ended up getting, and I was anemic, like really anemic for a little while. So, but they just told me I wasn't anymore. So I don't know how that happens. But thank you, meat.
Thank you, meat.
Started eating burgers and shit again. I was like,
I was vegan for like a day.
This guy's vegan. This guy's
Cool.
unknowingly vegan for like months. He just doesn't know it. Like his diet consists of like rice, literally rice, and rice.
Rice is essential.
That's literally all.
but just rice by itself.
It gotta be not just any kind of rice, not just any kind of rice.
Yo, funge.
It gotta be balsami.
Oh,
Basmati.
Balsamati
the
rice.
skinny ones. That's what they eat in Africa. They do eat that shit in Africa. Wait, so do they? What in the part of Africa that you're from? Do they eat funge? Like it's like
What is it?
it's kind of like grits, but it's like jiggly.
My boy love grits.
Oh, you like
I like
grits? Too?
grits. I don't know food.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That must be like East Africa or something.
No, it's West.
Really?
Yeah,
Funge. It
funge.
sounds familiar.
It's nasty though.
Have you been to any like actual like African restaurants here?
Nope. I want to go to Ethiopian one. I've never tried Ethiopian.
I want to go
so-
Ethiopian.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yo.
My friend's Ethiopian, and she was supposed to take me to a restaurant, but
Hey, where you at?
looking at her,
Hey, I'm trying to go eat
I'm
some
a tagger in this.
I'm trying to go eat some Ethiopian food.
Me
Like,
too.
Hey, let's set it up one of these days.
I live like right next to all the Ethiopian like shops and
There
shit.
you go. Let's do it. Let's
Just go. Yeah, that's probably Ethiopian. Just get the fucking naan. What is it? I don't even know what it is.
Just get a bunch of Ethiopian food.
I don't know.
You don't know. He's like, I'm not Ethiopian.
Yeah, I don't. Really
said,
We gotta bring our
Can't
Ethiopian
relate.
friends because I don't
Yeah,
know. That's why I was like, I need to go with you. 'Cause you know what to order. You
I
know.
eat West African food.
Oh yeah, Togo's where? Underneath the Congo, above the Congo.
It's beneath.
Look at your map.
No, it's beneath. Like I'm saying, it's on the coast. It's like hanging down. It's like
Angola's West Africa too.
yeah, but it's like by Nigeria and Ghana and Togo and Benin.
Shit.
It's like on the coast. It's
I
like
don't know all those ones.
You said I don't know all those.
no Nigeria. Everybody knows Nigeria.
I don't know where it is located, low key.
It's West Africa. It's like,
Nigeria?
Is it right above? Is it above the Congo or below it?
no, Congo, Angola or Congo.
I know, but like you know, the West Congo, like
No,
that line.
No, it's on like the west of Congo. It's like it's closer to like the U.S. It's like
Okay, I'll look at the map one day.
it's
We'll
right
see.
here. It's
I don't
like,
know where.
What was the best thing you liked about
It's like
your
right
trip to Africa?
here.
What did I like best? That was a hard trip too.
Or what did you learn from that experience?
The best part about the trip was looking at the monkeys. We went to a lot of resorts. So like Luanda is like they're right on the coast, so there's hella resorts on the edge and shit. So we stayed at a lot of resorts, and there was like monkeys on the resorts and shit.
Yeah.
So that was kind of tight. I learned that Africans don't have any fucking restaurants, and like they really just cook. I ate chicken, rice, and potatoes for like
Home cooked meals.
no chicken, rice, and potatoes.
No,
yeah,
no,
home cooked, but
yeah,
like
home cooked.
chicken, rice, and potatoes.
Same
That's all
shit
I
every
ate.
fucking day.
Like dinner and lunch every day for like 2 weeks.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
A little sandwich in the morning. It's not even a sandwich. They just be eating bread. My family's from like Switzerland part, so they eat like bread and some like meat in the morning, and then
That's all you need.
all you need.
We don't eat for pleasure. We eat for survival.
We eat for survival.
you're right. I felt it, but I was just like,
That's
damn, give me
literally
some pasta. I want some wings.
Some wings.
Yeah, oh my god.
Hey, Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop?
Wingstop.
All right. Some people be saying Buffalo Wild Wings lately, and I'm like,
No.
what's wrong with you?
No.
Wingstop
I feel like-
sounds fire right now.
I haven't been eating
lemon
Wingstop
pepper
lately.
wings.
I feel like Buffalo Wild Wings is like, it's like you're drunk and you're just like, fuck it. This is the only thing
overrated.
overrated. It's the
I
only
maybe
thing
have to give them another chance, but I don't really like their fries either. Like
Yeah, nah, it's overrated.
people don't like
Wingstop fries are
Wingstop's
fire,
fries,
though.
but I love
They're
Wingstop.
fire.
Fire with the ranch. Fire. Their ranch is fire. Who the fuck made that shit?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Five Guys are in and out.
In and out.
Of course, she
Five
gonna say
Guys
In-N-Out
is
'cause she had
overrated.
In-N-Out.
You're right. No, I think In and Out's overrated.
It is
Nah.
no. In and out's pretty fire.
Not
though.
gonna lie.
Like it's not like I understand, but like it's pretty good.
In-N-Out or Shake Shack?
Ooh. Shake Shack because they got bomb cheese fries.
Really?
Yeah, the cheese fries at In-N-Out, it's like, I don't know what the fuck kind of cheese
just
that is.
fucking strip of cheese over
Yeah,
there.
put a strip of cheese on that bitch and just leave it there. But the cheese fries at Shake Shack with the
Have you been a big chicken?
Yes, I have. Not a big fan.
No.
I'm not a big fan.
Really?
But I have to go back again because I think I might have just not ordered what I should have ordered maybe.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it.
Shout out to Shaq.
Yeah, shout out to Shaq. Thanks, Shaq.
Okay.
Thanks, Shaq.
Thanks, Shaq,
Okay.
for the chicken.
Dark liquor or light liquor?
Dark tequila.
Oh, okay.
Dark tequila. Oh, you're a tequila. Ooh, that
Like tequila.
that little Mexican in you.
To be honest, I don't know what's the difference between tequila and vodka. So I don't, if they're like clear to me, they're the same. I don't know.
This is the most sober man I've ever known in my life.
Oh, you don't drink?
This man drinks.
Nah, I drink.
He
I
drinks
mean,
on a blue moon.
I drink. It's just like I
drinks blue
drink.
moons?
I
Like-
drink when
No, he
it's,
drinks on a blue moon. Like,
I drink.
every
I
once in a
drink
while?
when it's when it's provided to me.
like
I
not
don't-
even
I
on
don't
his
know what I'm
birthday type
drinking.
shit. Like on his birthday, he'll be
So
like,
I mean, you guys can enlighten me because I don't know what's the difference between vodka and tequila. They're all clear to me. So
Vodka is nasty.
vodka is nasty.
I'm not really sure what the difference is, like how they make them or how they extract them. Tequila is Hispanic. I don't know. Like vodka's white.
Margaritas are fire.
Cognac's black. Like if we all really put them to races, like
all right. Yeah.
What? I guess from being, I wouldn't even call you biracial at this point. What would you call yourself?
I guess I'm biracial.
What'd you call
I
yours-
guess I'm biracial. Yeah, I'm black, Mexican, and Italian. Like
Triracial.
Yeah, triracial,
Triracial.
but biracial.
What side would you say yourself going to, or culture? What culture?
That is
you
a
think
good question
most in your life?
because I look black, so no one ever thinks that I'm like anything else, which is okay, like whatever. But I was only raised with my Hispanic family, and I didn't even freaking like know any black people growing up. Like I didn't have any black influence in my life growing up necessarily, and I only was like around my mom, my grandma, like and my grandma's family who are all Hispanic. So like I didn't really think anything of it. So I connect more with Hispanic culture. Like that's why I'm like saying like Lent and shit. I grew up Catholic, like super like.
You
yeah,
speak
just-
Spanish too.
Yeah, I speak a little bit of Spanish and it's whack, but like one of my goals. Yeah, my Spanish is kind of whack, but like it's good. And when I speak it, people like they're like, okay, you sound Hispanic.
Yeah.
Like I have a good accent when I speak it, but like I'm not fluent. Like my grammar is really bad. And I also like growing up and looking black and never being accepted for being Hispanic, hella like unmotivated me. Like
Was the rest of your family like light? I guess lighter complexion.
yeah, I'm the darkest. Like I'm the darkest. They all have straight black hair. Like
You got some curly ass hair.
yeah, I had some curly ass hair that they did not know how to do. Like it was like completely different. Like I'm definitely like the only. I thought I was adopted a little bit growing up. Like I would ask my mom. Like I would tell her like, "Am I adopted?" And I wouldn't believe her because I didn't know like who my dad was. So I was just like, "Am I adopted?"
I feel it. Was that a struggle? Like I guess like did mom hold it down like for the hair? Like who found out how to do your hair?
Myself. I had to
Yeah.
teach myself. I taught myself how to be a black woman, to be honest. I really did. Like I grew up one day and like I went through some stuff with like, you know, just you
Today
know.
I'm going to teach myself. How
You're a black woman.
YouTube it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I basically YouTubed how to do my hair and shit. Like, I fried my hair off, and that was one of the main reasons I like shaved it all off because I had a really bad relationship with my hair growing up, and it's not their fault. I don't ever blame my family for it. They just weren't, you know, aware or, you know, educated about hair or black hair specifically, you know? So I don't blame them for it, but I fried the shit out of my hair by wanting it straight. And I had a lot of like, you know, image issues, like, you know, with my hair. I didn't think I was beautiful with curly hair and I just never wanted to wear it. So I made sure my hair was straight all the time and it damaged my curly hair. So when I did want to eventually wear my curly hair, which was like, I literally remember like one of the last days of senior year. So I wore my hair straight entirety of like middle school and high school. So no one even saw me with curly hair. And like the last day of like high school, I was like, ooh, curly hair. And I like wore my hair out. And it was fried still. Like my hair was like not even like curly. It was just like, "Mwah."
I know there's a term called Afro-Latino. What does that refer to? Do you know?
I feel like Afro-Latino refers to like Dominicans, like people who are like like Latinx, like Black Latinos. But I refer to myself as Afro Latina. I don't know if that's correct, but I'm African and Latina, so I'm like I'm Afro Latina. Like, I mean, I just use it more as like that type, but I don't think it's correct. I think it's more like Puerto Ricans, like people who were like migrated from like Africa who were brought to like, you know, those islands. I feel like that's more so what that means, like Afro Latina. I don't know if I'm right though, so correct me if I'm wrong. Right? No? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to another subject. Here in Vegas, how often are you still going to like all the events? Like, because
just started.
Really? Just started? Again?
Again,
Or?
yeah.
Okay,
I just started again. Like I tried to.
I feel like you used to go to a lot, right?
Yeah, I used to be at like everything.
But I feel like you can only go to so many before you're like, I've already seen everybody here.
Yeah.
I've already met everybody here.
Nothing else for me to do. Yeah.
I've seen everybody perform. That's the one thing. Like I'll see myself in like a lot of my friends. It's cool to support friends, but once I see them perform the same song over and over and over and over and over, or the same content,
yeah,
you're kind of like, all right.
Well, what are you doing it for? You know, like that's the real question we have to ask people. Like, what are you doing it for? If I would have came out with a book like every year since then, it probably would have been, you know,
I thought you were about to say, if I would have come out with a book, what are you doing it for?
What are you doing it for?
No. Like if I would have came out with
that's a nice motivational book. What are you doing it for?
No, yeah.
Low key, not gonna lie, that's a good title.
You're right. Okay.
If anybody out
It's
there
mine.
take the idea, make
It's
sure
mine.
you give your cut.
No.
Oh, it's yours? Okay, make sure you know.
I want all the credit.
I want all the credit.
5%.
Can you see yourself ever writing a book?
Yeah, maybe. I feel like everyone has like stories to tell. I mean,
that's true.
I've had a rough life, and I know my story, but I maybe one day if I felt like I had people who were interested in listening.
I think everyone has a story to tell. Just not everybody is willing to tell it, and not everybody thinks it's a good story. But I think,
and not everyone can convey it correctly.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Like not everyone can really like make it intriguing. Like everyone does have a story, but if you victimize yourself too much, you might not be attractive to some people. So you have to also know how to sell your story. So I mean, maybe one day if I'm like old and bored. I don't like writing though. Like I'm really bad. Like I don't know what happened to my English. I feel like my brain's just confused. Like ever since I've been introduced to like all these other languages and just like
you speak other languages?
Like I mean, well, Spanish, like just like, and then when I go with like my dad and stuff, they speak French and Spanish and Portuguese, and it's just so many fucking languages, and I just don't know what the fuck happened to me. Like I think it's confused my brain. Yeah, just a little. I'm not good at any of them. I'm just not good at any language.
Is there any like part of the world that you want to visit next?
Yeah, I want to do. There's a lot of places I want to go. I want to do Thailand. I want to do like Dubai, but the right way. The right way though. I want to go like when I'm in a good place in my life, like probably 30.
You want to ball out?
Yeah, I want to ball out.
Because you can't go to Dubai broke. Like it's like at the end of the day, it's pointless. It's like
we dropping in.
What's
like
the point of going, seeing everything nice, and you're like, you check your pockets, you're like, oh
shit, I'm on a budget.
Yeah, I'm on a budget.
Let's go to McDonald's. No, probably even McDonald's is expensive out there.
To be honest,
yeah, McDonald's in Switzerland was like $20 a meal.
Shit.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's
expensive. But I want to go to Spain next. I want to go to places where weed is legal. I want to go to Amsterdam. Yeah, I definitely want to go to Amsterdam next.
So, are you a big cannabis person?
Yes, and I think it's funny because for the majority of like the beginning when I knew everybody, I tried to keep it so under wraps because I was just young. I guess like I think that's most of it. I was just young.
I think that, and I also think it's a lot more accepted than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah, true.
I feel like if you even brought it up in the workplace or anywhere like 5 years ago, they'd be like, they kind of judge you in a way like, oh, this person is this person that. Now you can say you smoke weed and it's like,
you're right. Yeah.
You're
nothing. It's like smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Or some people will even take it less bad than smoking a cigarette at this point.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it is less bad than smoking a cigarette. But yes, I smoke a lot of weed. I've worked in cannabis for the past year, almost a year and a half now. I still work in cannabis now. Yeah, I do brand ambassador work for a couple of companies.
No, yeah, definitely. Like, and you're always next to that. Like me personally, I can't function. Like I like the first episode we originally did of this was with Ted. You know Ted, right?
I I watched the last thing and you said I was so high I couldn't.
Yeah,
you said
like,
that in the thing.
the original one, like, because there was like, we released the one that we did it twice, so we had to do it again because the first time around we were so fucking high that like nothing functioned. It was so funny. Like,
I love to be like not functioning on weed.
not functioning.
It's honestly, it was really rough because when I was in Europe, like I didn't have weed out there, and it's not as easy to find weed. And I mean, maybe if you're plugged up like that, but it wasn't as easy to find weed. So I was just like fiending for weed. It was like the longest I've been without weed in like forever. So I was just like, didn't know what to do. My like stepmom out there like smokes spliffs. So I was just like, yeah, let me hit that. Like a little bit of tobacco in it. I was like, so upset. But I found some Moroccan hash in Paris, and it was like the best shit I've ever smoked. Like, I've never smoked hash before, but it was the most amazing thing I've ever smoked.
You fuck with edibles?
On a good day, I have had bad experiences.
I heard they can hit.
Edibles
Like, they can hit.
I used to eat. So I worked at a dispensary, and I used to eat edibles like on the break. We used to got like tons of samples and shit.
Yeah.
We just get free shit. Yeah. So I would eat some shit, and I remember one time I had like 6 gummies, and I was just cross-eyed looking at like motherfuckers. Like I was just like, oh shit, I'm too high.
I'm too high.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of edibles. Not a big fan. Like I'll just take them when
they'll creep up on you too.
Yeah, I don't like how like you don't know when you're gonna get high. You know, like all of a sudden you just like
yeah. For like my birthday 2 years ago, like I remember like I blacked out that day, and then like weeks later, like I was talking to my friend. He was just like, yeah, those edibles probably didn't help. And then I was just like,
True.
I was like, wait, what edibles? I didn't remember. Like
know?
I was that drunk. Like I didn't know. He was just like, yeah. He's like, I had a bottle of champagne. He's like, and then you saw I was eating gummy worms, and you took the bag away from me. Next thing you know, you had finished the whole bag.
Oh no.
He's like, I couldn't say anything about it then. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's why I passed out.
No, strictly flour, and a little bit of wax now, but
that hits too.
Yeah, I love to put like the wax though, like in the blunt, you know, like not dab it. Like I don't like to dab stuff straight up. I work for like a wax place now.
He said, I don't know. He said,
am I the only one who smokes here? Okay.
No,
I don't really smoke, honestly.
I don't know.
This guy's the most.
This
guy's the most sober man on the
planet. I smoke too.
That's good.
He's
listen.
He's selectional. He's selectional.
I feel.
I drink. I smoke. I just don't do it often.
There you go.
There you go. Plus, I don't know the terms. That's why. That's why when you guys talk, I just be like,
I feel.
He's like, what's going on?
It's a lot. It's a fucking lot. I've had to explain it to my grandma.
To your grandma?
Yeah, I'd be trying to. Well, because I started the cannabis industry and stuff, so
that's true.
I like tried to, and she has a RA, so I try to like introduce CBD and like a whole bunch of. Cannabis is a wonderful
Mexican
thing.
grandma?
Yes.
How is it like?
Yeah.
Because I know their culture. They're from like a different culture, and they're from like the background where like, especially older folks, they're like, they think that's like the worst thing you could ever fucking do in life.
It's really more so though. Like I feel like she understands. Like me and my grandma were like best friends.
That's
like
dope.
I was like my birthday's September 26th, her birthday's September 27th. Like we just like have always been like, I don't know, like this. So I always feel like I could always talk to her realistically, like if I really need to. But I remember at first it was like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like you're killing yourself. Like,
fucking up your
life. Like I can't believe this. Like all that stuff. But it's funny. Like let me tell you the story how she found out. I used to own this bug, like a sports bug, and she borrowed it one day when I like left town, or she had the car while I left town, and she found roaches in my cup holders, and so she goes and tells my uncle like, I found cigarette butts in her car. Oh my gosh, blah blah blah. Yeah. She never brings it up to me though, and so I was just like, okay, like she never brings it up. Like one day, like I'm trying to get more open with her about like the fact that I smoke because I want to start introducing it to her. So I like slowly start bringing it in, and I think I said it jokingly, like yeah, like grandma, like marijuana, like yeah, like you know, like smoking marijuana. And she was like, don't tell me you're smoking, and I was like. But I do. And I was like, I know you found like the roaches in my car. She's like, roaches? I found cigarette butts in your car. And I know that your friends are smoking in your car. And I was like, smoking in my car without me? You think I'm letting people smoke in my car without me? That's definitely mine. And they're roaches. Like I had to break it all down for her, but it was so funny how simple-minded, or not simple-minded, but like simplistic. How far things have come from back in the day and stuff. But definitely. I've converted her.
I've converted her.
I've converted her for sure. She's open.
Has she partoked?
She would never smoke. That's like not even possible, I don't think. But I've given her some gummies.
Okay. One time for the one time?
For the one time. She just sat there and fucking ate. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life. She kept asking for food. Like asking for food. And then she would just stare at me. And she just didn't want to say that she was high. Like she would just like look at me like hella high.
Did she say she enjoyed the experience?
She said she didn't like it, but I feel like she liked it. I feel like she said like, I don't
one
like
of those things
it.
where you don't want to admit it. You're like,
but I feel like she liked it. I got her like some RSO oil and stuff. Like it's cancer patients use it and stuff. She doesn't have cancer, but cancer patient is really good, like cell regenerative. It's helped cure cancer literally. And I got her stuff like that, and one day she got like too high off of it. It's not like, it's medicinal and it has THC in it, so it has a little bit of both. And she took a little too much. Damn. She thought she was dying. She was like, I couldn't fall asleep. Like I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. I thought I was gonna die. Like I felt so bad for her too, because she's just like so small and sweet. And I'm just like,
hey, shout out to grandma though.
Shout out to grandma. Thank you, grandma.
Shout out to her. But before we go, is there anything you wanna say to everybody watching? All your fans and supporters, your diehards out there.
Make sure that you're keeping up with everything that we have going on. I have the speed networking event next week on February 27th. I don't know when you're going to post this though, so I don't know if it'll be out before I do everything.
Yeah, it's probably going to take like a month or two.
Oh, so just, stick around.
Stick around.
I'm like, stick around. I don't know what I'll be doing in 2 months, but make sure you're following me at Samantha Vitone, V as in Victor, ITONE, and then at Vitone in Talent for my modeling agency.
Yeah, go follow her, guys. But yeah, stay tuned for we're getting a lot of more creative people on the show, so stay tuned for what's next. We'll definitely probably have you in the future sometime. And yeah, just a lot of dope conversations. But make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for everything coming up, everything new. Go follow me if you guys care at all. Me, Tony, go follow us.
No, you guys were just here for me.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck us, don't follow us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Wow.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
it was
definitely
fun.
It was fun. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming. Thanks for having this conversation with us. This elegant and
it's well needed. It's more conversations like this, like more real conversations like this need to happen between creatives so that we inspire each other for sure. Yeah.
Definitely, it's a good thing. But I'm looking forward to everything you have going on in the future and everything we're gonna see from you this year, next year.
Same for you guys.
In general,
for sure.
But stay on the lookout for Samantha Vitone.
I feel like those are my bows.